What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video. Listen, this is your Friday market wrap up, and I got a great video for you, man. And we had a fire week that we're gonna talk about here in just a few moments. But what I need you to do is like, share, and subscribe this. Hit that description button, and I need you to come along with us on this journey. Now, if that sounds good and you're ready to get rocking and rolling, all you need to do is follow me, and let's go to war together, team. Traders War Room wants to remind the viewer that all content on this channel are for education and entertainment purposes only. You are responsible for every move you make in the stock market. Have fun, tread cautiously, but definitely go to war and let's get it. All right, and as customary, you know how we roll on Fridays. We got the buzz report. Let's see what the market did this week and get at it. So not a bad finish for the market today. You see everything's green and our bond and CD yields are not moving very much. They moved up a little bit from previous weeks, but not too much, nothing drastic right there. All right, some of the movers and shakers you saw today, BBIG and SMRT, man, Neuro and SPY. We had some top gainers, SQL, BBIG. Now, I want to tell you guys, when I put those alerts out on the Discord for those NFTs, a lot of you guys give me some, oh, that's fake, blah, blah, blah. Man, it's okay if you think it's fake, but NFTs have been trending hardcore, so pay attention to those tickers, man. Whether you think it's fake or not, man, you can make some money on the flip side playing these plays, okay? Because other people are putting money into it, and we can ride the wave up. As predicted, remember last week how energy, financials, and consumer discretionaries had been beat up? Look at them this week, man. They're your top over the 5-day. And look what's on the bottom. Consumer staple, utilities, and real estate. Healthcare even took a tumble. So you're seeing a rotation this week in some money. Pay attention. We'll probably see a little bit more play into the next week on some of these energy and financials. Here's your futures over the weekend. Now look, you guys know how I play futures. You know, these are just a glimpse into what could be so that you can strategize and create a plan going into Monday morning. But do not take these as word and do not follow these to the T, okay? They are subject to change and they change violently and often. Now this slide, as you know, this is just one of the brokers and their orders filled on today, right? But what you need to take note of is on these major brokers, these are the ones that the big money were spending money on, okay? And this will be probably very similar across the board. That's why you take note. You see that SPY was about 50-50, Sava, or excuse me, you see the sector Infotech with Spirit was about 50-50, healthcare 50-50 with Sava, AMC was in there. All right, so we pay attention to these because these show a trend and where money is flowing in and out of. Now this is your total premiums, calls versus puts. Pay attention to these because this is also showing you a glimpse into what could be come next week in the marketplace where some of the bigger money went. So I wanted to put this one in here because this is some of the tickers that had the most volume associated with strike price, whether it be calls or puts. So pay attention to these because these are what trending, and this is another avenue of where the money is flowing to. And this is a new one that I'm giving you. This is FinViz signals, okay? Check the signals out, pause this, look at them because it's giving you all these different type of TA signals and some tickers that are in line with those particular signals. So like example, trend line support, right? You got TROW, CATH, DIT, VTI, right? Trend line resistance, right? You got tickers there. You got a horizontal support and resistance, tickers, wedge up, wedge down. So pay attention to some of these because these are showing patterns of accumulation or patterns of selling, and this is also good indicators of what direction some of these particular tickers might go come Monday morning at the bell. All right, team, now let's see how our week went based off of the alerts that were pushed out over the Discord and the other social media platforms. All right, team, so let me break this down. On the left in the blue, you can see all the option trades that we either bought, sold, or were having as swing trades that we're still in. Over there on the top right, you can see in red the individual stocks that we either bought, sold, or are still in as swing plays. And on the bottom right, you can see in green, this is the wrap up. And basically this week, we did a total of 28 trades. Now, when you trade, that includes getting in, either buying, selling, or still getting in as a swing trade. It all counts as a trade. What I want you to pay attention is the bottom number down there. So out of the 28 trades, we're still in 5 as swing trades. We had 19 total trades this week as winners, 4 as losers, and if you do the math, that brings us up at an 82.6%. I rounded up, so an 83% win rate. So congrats to a lot of you that got into the trades. We had a great week. Now, not every week is the same, but this week was definitely a good week for us, and we took advantage of all the opportunities that the stock market gave us. All right, team, and if you remember from our stock of the week on the Sunday Motivator, we were going over Snap. So let's take a look at Snap, how it was when we went over it on Sunday and what it did this past week, and see if we were able to identify some trends, some patterns based off our assessment back on Sunday. So if you remember back from the Sunday Motivator, we talked about the last gap up that it had, and we talked about how it finished on a downtrend, but then we started seeing some consolidation and having some tight bullish finishes for the day coming into the end of the week. We identified an inside bar and actually a few of the inside bars, and we went over that strategy, and we thought that possibly we could see an uptick in Snap going into this week, but had to be cautious of a sharp decline from it reaching, a little bit higher from this level and pulling back. And this was the pattern that we identified on Sunday. It looked like a bullish flag wedge, but we had to remember that things that go up also have to come down, so we had to be ready for a decline. So let's take a look and see what it did this week. All right, so we noticed that at the beginning of the week, we had a huge gap up, which followed in line with what we thought it was going to do. We thought it would go up, and it did just that. And we see that it hit, some highs, but ultimately it finished off the week kind of in a downtrend. But we do identify another inside bar pattern closing out this week. Right there's the inside bar pattern that closed out from yesterday's previous close into today's close. Now, I do want to highlight some of these indicators because I'm not actually very bullish about this particular inside bar, but that's our high level and our low level that we need to pay attention to Monday come opening bell. But I'm going to show you what gives me a little bearish idea and thinking that we still got some room to go down based off the indicators. And this is what's giving me kind of a bearish sentiment going down. The only thing that we have going up is basically the RSI, and we're still below 50, so definitely have room to go down to be oversold. The MACD is nothing spectacular. I would like to see that blue line crossed the gold line, but it's not there. Money flow kind of bottomed out. Our AO is down. The volume actually was kind of going lower towards the end of the week as well, and everything else is pointing down. The TSI is below the signal line, the ATR is at the bottom, and the chain link oscillator is at the bottom as well. So this indicates to me that we're probably going to see a dump come the morning on Monday, and if it does do a quick shoot at the bell up, I think ultimately it's going to come down. I think we're going to test a little bit lower. There's going to be some profit taking, things of that nature, before we go back up. All right, team, we got the questions from the front line. We're taking a question from the Discord. It's a question that I get asked quite a bit, especially this week, and I wanted to explain it because I thought it was good and it could give a big picture answer to a lot of people that have similar questions. All right, our question from the front line comes from Nas. He says, hey, getting good results, but I don't see where all your plays are coming from. Where are you posting them? So I want to be the first, and I want you guys to hear it from me. Sometimes I get into trades, and it's such a quick in and out that I just don't have time to post them in. I post on like 6 or 7 different Discords, and it just wouldn't make sense to get into a trade, post it, but I'm already out of the trade by the time I posted it. Example, I got into Netflix right at the bell, like literally 1 minute before the bell rang, and it wouldn't have made sense to post it to all the Discords. Then by the time you guys receive it, you're like, the market's closed. What the hell? This doesn't make sense. So if you guys see something like that, just understand it's not me, posting just craziness or anything. It's just me being transparent with my particular trades that I'm in. And I'll try to do better about getting my alerts out in a timely manner. But it's just going to happen sometimes. Momentum, volume, and just the market rush just kind of hits you sometimes. You see an opportunity, you strike, and it may not have enough time to post it out to everybody. So I hope that gives an answer to that question, and that's a real answer from me, so it gets out to everybody who asked the same question. All right, team, that's the video. I want to thank you guys for coming along with me on this journey. Listen, man, here at Traders War Room, we're looking at the stock market like it's a war zone. The stocks and the sectors, those are our battles. We do it together as a team, attacking, conquering, and destroying. That is the goal. But the main goal, and I preach this all the time, is that we are better prepared today than we were yesterday, and we do that through shared learning environment, through these social media avenues and the Discords and the Facebook groups and all these things. So everyone that is rocking with me on this journey, man, I thank you guys, and I can't wait to get another video out to you. If you got a stock you want me to break down for Sunday's Motivator, shoot it to me in a message, make a comment, do something, and I'll make sure I get that, and we'll highlight it as the stock of the week. But other than that, take care and have a great weekend.